Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the
Yay! Success! Okay, so far so good. I think I've done a well enough job that this can be salvaged and reused. So that's nice. Let us continue.
to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
Alright guys, it's finally off. And again, I feel like I've done a good enough job on it that I can reuse it. I'll grind some of that down, and then of course, you know, any gaps will just be welded up. So there's that. Okay, so I've been going pretty hard on this thing for about the last hour, getting it all grinded down and prepped up. So now it's about ready. There were a few spots like right here that I did get a little bit deeper into the housing than I meant to. I mean, it's not gonna hurt it. And what I am gonna do is go ahead and fill it with some weld. I'll weld that up and then grind it back down, so then everything will be all flush again. Same thing right here. I'll fill that in with weld and grind it back down. So here's one side. Now to do the other. Ugh.
I take shots to the top, I'll get it. I got one life, I'ma do all to win it. I do what's right, push until I fall. I'm slipping to get back up, always stand tall.
Okay, as you can see, both sides have now been cut off and ground down. I'm not worried about getting it wrong left or right. I mean, it's pretty easy to measure the distance, you know, and get those packed in place. What I'm worried about is getting it wrong this way, like your caster. So I'm worried I'm gonna get it wrong this way. Have one on this side like this and the one on the right side like this, you know what I mean? I'm a little worried about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide the rear end up underneath the truck. I'm going to go ahead and hook up the drive shaft and keep the I'll put jack stands under the side, you know, put jack stands underneath the axle tubes, keep the jack underneath the center diff. And I'm going to go ahead and get it lined up underneath the springs and get it centered underneath the vehicle, and then go ahead and put the bolt through the shock mounts, slide it over it, make sure that I've got, you know, the rotation of it, make sure that I have like the rotation of it correct, and do the same thing with the springs and stuff, and then I'll, you know, mark it out with a marker, or I would tack it in place, but I can't I can't weld inside my garage because I don't have 220 in the garage. It's something that I'm working on doing. So I'm gonna get it rolled underneath the truck and see if we can get everything lined up. Okay, so now I've got it under there. Now I'm gonna start getting the springs lined up and get the drive shaft and everything in.